Hey guys, what's going on? Rob with Card Crusader back again. We are doing another Crimson Vow box. I thought I got a decent value out of that last box. I think I counted up around $84, and I paid $80 for it, so I thought I'd go ahead and open up another one here. I'm still looking for some cards for my playsets, so let's get after it. I'm still looking for my first Cultivator Colossus. I don't think I have pulled a single one. I don't even think I own one. So that is a big boo on me because I like being able to own one of everything at least. And if not one, four for my playsets. I just got back into the game again. Probably about right after D&D came out. I was never really a big Commander player when I used to play. But I've decided that I would like to start playing Commander. And to do that, I need cards. So, once again, there are no decent foil common or uncommons out of this set other than... Oh, shit. I already forgot the name of it. But it's that blue one, Wash Away. That's what it is. Our first rare is Grolnock, the Omnivore. If you like frogs, I guess he's a decent pull. I've never really been a big fan of the mill or the, I guess it would be dredge, where you put your own cards in your own graveyard. It's never been one of my big archetypes. Mirror Hall Mimic. And a Nature's Embrace foil common. Retribution. Slinger, Dormant Grove, Cemetery Protector for our first Mythic. I really had high hopes for these Cemetery cards. I guess they were all Cemetery cards, weren't they? Or Graveyard cards. Had high hopes for them. The black one was just way outpriced compared to the other colors. And I think the best one that is out there is probably the green one because it reduces your cost on casting those cards. There's your Wash Away. Another Dig Up. Dig Up is an actually halfway decent rare. The fact that it tutors for anything you want, but it can get a little bit expensive there with a 4 casting cost tutor. Now, one of the things I'm always after are the token inserts. So I think out of the 6 or 7 boxes of Crimson Vow that I've opened now, oh, wow, kind of spoiled that one early, didn't I? That is a Sundown Pass Borderless foil. That's a nice card. What was I saying? Yeah, for the tokens, out of the 6 or 7 boxes I've opened, I don't think I have pulled a single slug token, and I don't get it. I think that there are definitely tokens that are rarer than other tokens, and I don't understand that. Another Wolf Rider. Oops. There we go. Lumberknot. Geese-Light Snare. Board, Dying to Serve. He is dying to serve. That's an okay card. I mean, when he comes into play, he mills, and then when he dies, you can basically put any creature back into your... well, no. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, create a tap 2/2 black zombie. Maybe that's not the one I was thinking about. I was thinking about the one that comes in, allows you to It was Undead Butler I was thinking about. Undead Butler mills out of your library, and then when he dies, I can return any creature back to my hand. Sounds a lot better than the Dying to Serve. Child pack. Maid of Dishonor for a rare showcase. That's nice. I don't think I've pulled a single one of them. Fleeting Spirit, Hero's Downfall, Escort. Ooh, that's nice. That is a good, solid mythic hit right there. I think she's going for around $15. So, and Gift of Fangs, a foil common. She's definitely one of those cards that when she gets on the board, she is difficult to deal with. And she makes all of your stuff extremely difficult to deal with. Catgeist, another Voldaren Estate. Edgar's Awakening, Felstinger, Stalker, Druff Visionary Stitcher for a rare showcase. Sorry about that. I had to stop and make sure that we were actually still recording. Witness the Future, Innocent Traveler, Fall Racken Forebearer, and Brambleworm Foil. We are a third of the way through the box here. Infestation, Thirst for Discovery, Comer, Dominating Vampire for a showcase rare. Now, as I was saying in my last video, I am in the middle of setting up my Patreon account so that in the future, you guys that want to subscribe, you can get involved in box and case breaks. I'm having a special on it, so for the first 20 that sign up in one spot, it's only $5, and the first 20 in another spot, it is only $15, and then after those spots are filled up, the price will increase. Consuming Tide for a rare. So it is a good founder's discount for anybody that wants to sign up early. And then as sets come out, I'll buy cases and I'll offer them at hopefully some discounted rate to you guys for breaking packs with me. Shattered Sanctum. Sweet. Shattered Sanctum Borderless land. And a mulch for foil. So that's 2 lands out of this box. I think I only got 1 land out of the last box, and that one was also borderless. Blood Crazed Socialite. Whoops. Didn't quite make it to the uncommons there. Search for Discovery, Survey, Alluring Suitor, and a Glorious Sunrise. You guys like Glorious Sunrise? That you guys that play green, mono green, or green X, is Glorious Sunrise a big card for you? I think it's a big deal in the mono green decks. I personally, I don't think I have run a mono green since I've come back to standard. I think a lot of that is just because the cards were so expensive when I first started playing, and everybody was running mono green. And so I wanted to do something different. Paksung Pup, excuse me, Calvary Ill-Tempered Loner. I remember when this card came out, I made a joke about how Wizards finally made a card for Magic players. It exemplified all of us, right? The Ill-Tempered Loner. Laid to Rest. Boarded Window. Gutter Skulker. Oh, another Glorious Sunrise. That is 2 out of the same box. And I think that's 3 out of 2. Actually, that's 4 out of 2 boxes for me. So I definitely have my playset built of those now. Now, if you guys are on CardSpear, I don't know if you know what CardSpear is. It's a site where you can buy and sell your Magic the Gathering cards. If you happen to be on there, I list my cards on there and sell them. Demonic Bargain to help me pay for another box. All right, whatever I don't need will go on there, but whatever I need will stay in my collection. And then hopefully at some point in time, I can open up a TCG Player account, and then people will be able to go on there to help support the store for simply just buying Magic cards, what you do on a daily basis anyways. Maid of Dishonor, sweet. So I was talking last video about my love for sports cards. Back when I first got into collectibles, that's all there was. There was only sports cards. You could buy the occasional, IP cards, like Star Wars cards or Star Trek cards. But other than sports cards, the only thing around was comic books. Splendid Reclamation. And back then, comic book stores and baseball card stores were a combination, generally. And that's how I got introduced to comic books, was via my love for sports. Because whenever I went to go buy sports cards, there were comic books everywhere. And so I started reading comic books while I was buying sports cards. Skulking Killer, Purifier, Dawnhart Geist, Catilda, Dawnhart Martyr for a showcase rare. And I actually got introduced to Magic back when Alpha first came out. And I thought it was a cool game, but back then I did not have the money to support it. And so I completely forgot about it until Revised came out. Ooh, Voice of the Blessed. That is a solid, decent rare hit right there, as far as the cheaper rares go. And then I started playing right after Revised or Unlimited came out. And I played for about 4 or 5 years and then got out of the game because I was more interested in tabletop war than I was Magic cards. And I have occasionally gotten back in and out of the game every few years. Stanza Uprising. Ooh, Showdown Pass for a foil. Although I've made the mistake of selling my collections every time I do it, and every time I sell them and I decide to come back and play again, I immediately start kicking myself in the ass because I realize how much money I left on the table by selling them. Oh, sweet. Olivia Crimson Bride Showcase Mythic. Man, that is definitely one of the ones I have been looking for. I don't think it's the most expensive rare in the set, or mythic in the set, but it is up there. Vampire's Vengeance. Destructing Geist. Olivia's Attendants. Look at that. Olivia's Attendants go with Olivia's Bride. All right? So are any of you guys collectors of other types of cards besides TCG? Or I guess a lot of people are into Pokemon also, but are you into anything beyond your TCG, like sports cards or IP cards, such as like Star Wars and things like that? If you are, let me know, and I can look into hopefully getting them in the future if it is something that people would like to see or even be a part of on my Patreon. Another Welcoming Vampire. That's 2 in 2 boxes. That's pretty good. That is one of the cards that I was really hunting for when it first came out, because I liked to play the White Weenie deck, and it really meshed with it. The last thing people want White Weenie to do is to pull more cards out of their deck, because it just makes it harder and harder to deal with them. Alana and Elena Partners for a showcase. I remember when I first saw that card, I thought it was complete garbage. And I was like, who's going to play that? That thing sucks. And it turns out that that card is actually really decent in a Gruul deck. That if you cannot deal with it very quickly when it comes into play, it will just eat your lunch. Halpak Piper. Now, this is one of those cards that I thought was just going to be a runaway. That people were going to be lining up around the corner to buy this card. And it just really turned into a big fat nothing. And I think the biggest problem was the casting cost based on the power and defense of the creature. But I figured because the spell couldn't be countered and you actually can activate it and put cards into play for free, that people would really love that card. And beyond your occasionally mono green deck, it really does not see a lot of play. Markov Waltzer, Sanguine Statuette, Child of the Pack. Holy smokes, that is our second Olivia in the same box. I got a showcase and a normal pack card. This is actually turning out to be a halfway decent box. And I'm pretty sure the last box I opened and this box both came from the same case. Consuming Tide. Joey Moss's favorite card right there. Taxidermist. Bride's Gown. Foreboding Statue. Path of Peril. That's a halfway decent rare pull. We got a foil here, Sanctify. So we're up to 4 mythics. That means I should have at least one more coming out of this box, hopefully. Another Helena and Elena. This one is the normal pack version. I feel like this set really fell off. It didn't really keep with people's expectations, maybe. I was a really big fan of the original Innistrad block. Ooh, Edgar Charmed Groom showcase. I was really, like I was saying, I was a really huge fan of the original Innistrad block. I guess that was right after the Scars or the Mirrodin block, and I had just gotten back into Magic again right when that was coming out. And I was, one of the things that drew me to it was the horror-themed portion of it. The fact that it was built around vampires and werewolves. Voice of the Blessed. Is that 2 Voice of the Blessed out of 1 box? Yes, it is. There is a second one right there. That's pretty decent. Oh, can we get a Cultivator Colossus or a Sorn for our last Mythic of the box? Diver Scab, Witness the Future, Radiant Grace, Howling Moon. Howling Moon. At the beginning of combat, target wolf or werewolf gets +2/+2 until end of turn. And a foil Arm the Cathars. Now for our box topper here. Oops. There we go. And we have a Iruth Tormented Prophet. Not one of the better ones, but I'll take it. Okay, guys, that was that. And so thank you for watching, and I'll see you again.